this is Zurich Hack 2024. Welcome. So, a few of us who have organized this event are now on stage, but of course there are many of us also. So I'll just quickly say, so I'm Farhad Mehta, in case I don't know you already. Pleased to meet you. Jasper, John, Alex, Bika. Sorry, you don't have mics, but yeah, next time we'll make that better. Yeah, and of course there are many more people who have volunteered their time and energy to making this event happen. Every year, since, at least here, it's been here since 2017. We're actually at our 8th year, so just counting Corona, where we had to be somewhere else. So yeah, it's cool. Hopefully there'll be more Zurich Hacks like this happening in the near future. Cool, and of course, an event of this size, so there are more than 400 people here today, if I count, because we put stools for 400, and that's the best way to get the number of people here, because the registrations are sometimes a little bit off by a little bit, but yeah. In case you would like to volunteer your time and energy, please subscribe to the volunteers chat on Discord. Yeah, we always have some little jobs like putting desks together and things like that we'd like your help on. Cool. So this little opening ceremony, as we like to call it, will just talk about some of the administrative and practical aspects to make our time here more enjoyable. But first, Zurich Hack is actually an event that has been organized by the OST, that is the university that we are currently sitting in, and the Zurich Friends of Haskell. Of course, the people are basically the same, but they're two organizations for some reasons that I don't want to go into. But yeah, let's give a brief introduction to the organizations. So for Zurich Friends of Haskell, Jasper will be.
Yeah, so we've been an organization that's been around for a while. I think from the first time we held Zurich Hack here. Before, we were always more or less using our personal accounts for everything, which didn't really work if we wanted to receive money from sponsors. So we tried to make things a bit more professional. So we have an entity, a legal entity here in Switzerland. We try to organize monthly talks, and we organize Zurich Hack as well. You can become a member if you want and support us. That way you will also be the first to hear about Zurich Hack and these things. And definitely, if you decide to become a member, we very much appreciate it if you would give a talk at one of our monthly meetups. Very old picture of us.
Cool. Okay, yeah, so I will give you people a little brief introduction on the OST. So I work here. I work as a professor of computer science at the OST. Most of you maybe know this university by another name. It used to be called the HSR. Now we've been renamed, and we are now bigger. So you are currently at the campus Rapperswil, which is one of the 3 campuses of this university. So there's one at St. Gallen, which is a city not far from here, and there's another one in Books. We have a number of departments, like any big university. Yeah. Here are some numbers. Of course, this is more of a local university, so maybe most of you don't know about this, and maybe this is your first impression of it, and I hope it's a nice one. So we have about 4,000 students in bachelor's and master's program, approximately 1,000 lecturers and professors, and yeah, 6 schools. Yeah, what else? So, and we have hosted Zurich Hack since 2017, so that's about 8 years running, if you discount the 2 Corona years, which was online. Yeah? This is one of the main universities in Eastern Switzerland, and we train about 120 highly sought-after computer science students every year in the bachelor's and master's programs. In case you would like to collaborate with us in computer science projects or any others, please get in touch with me. We would love to have you. Good.
Yeah, so now, obviously, we also want to shout out to our sponsors, without whom it would be pretty much impossible to organize Zurich Hack. So they'll all get a chance to say 1 or 2 words about their company and what they're here to do. So I'm just going to pass this mic.
Thank you, Jasper. So great to be here. I'm Kevin Hammond. I'm the head of software engineering for Cardano Core at Input Output Global, where I've been for the last 5 years. And we're absolutely delighted to be able to sponsor ZuriHack this year. Next slide, please.
Thank you.
So what do we do? Cardano is all about, what we're doing is we're developing a blockchain. We're developing high-quality open-source software using formal methods, using Haskell for the Cardano blockchain. Everything is done using open source on GitHub. Please join us and contribute there, if you move on. It's not just about pictures of NFTs of cats online. Blockchain is also changing the world. Our mission is to change the world. So we're using blockchain, for example, to help people in need in slums in Brazil. And all across the world, we have projects like that. So blockchain is helping real people. Very importantly, we are hiring people like you. So we've got lots of open positions in various areas. Haskell developers, Rust developers, people who know Nix. So please come and talk to us. We've got a stand outside. We'll be around for the whole of the event. And there are a lot of I/O people here. We've got about 40 people, I think, in the audience here. So it's great to be here. Well, thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. I'm Richard Eisenberg. I'm currently working for Jane Street. So Jane Street has an enormous functional programming code base. We have about 50 million lines of functional programming code. So we use OCaml. We do not use Haskell. But we are here and we are sponsoring this because a strong Haskell community is part of a strong functional programming community, and we really believe in functional programming. My team, I work on the OCaml language team, where we're actually developing new features of the OCaml language to make it more like Haskell. Because we realize that OCaml is great, but some aspects of Haskell are better. So we want kinds, and we want unbox types, and we want type classes and things like this. So this is stuff that we can look forward to in OCaml. We are also hiring. We have offices in New York, London, Hong Kong, and Singapore. Be happy to chat with anyone about working here. Thanks.
Is there anyone from Standard Chartered who would like to say a few words? Oh, yeah.
I'm here, yes. We have a big code base
give you the mic.
Yeah, I feel put on the spot. So yeah, we have a big code base in a Haskell dialect. We are using it to implement financial analytics. And yeah, it's cool stuff.
Hi everyone, great to see so many of you at ZuriHack this year, and it's great to be sponsoring ZuriHack again. Tweak is a longtime supporter of ZuriHack and the Haskell community. Can maybe forward for more? Yeah, that's one. Yeah, thanks. You might know Tweak through our open source projects, some of them like Ormolu or the JHC WASM backend or linear types or the Basel build rules for Haskell. 2 years ago, Tweak joined forces with a company called Modus Create. Tweak is now the open source program office of Modus Create, and we get to work on exciting things like programming languages and compilers, GenAI, data engineering, scalable build systems, Nix, and many more. Together with this platform, we can help our clients now with a wide range of things, from product development through DevOps and security, all the way to digital ops and strategy. And we still get to use Haskell and other technologies that we're excited about and get to push these in the industry and push for better practices like strongly typed purely functional programming, correct reproducible builds, and so on. If this sounds interesting to you, please approach us. We don't currently have open positions, but that might change. And if you think we can help your organizations, then let's talk. Thanks.
Hi all, thanks for coming, and sorry for my voice today. I don't have that much to say. We are an F# shop, we don't really do Haskell, but we still have a few excited people in our company that are interested in Haskell, and we convinced them to bring some money into this ecosystem. We don't currently have open positions, but again, this might change. So yeah, that's it. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm Andres from WorldTyped. We are Haskell consultants for quite a few years now. So we help companies all over the world who are using Haskell. And so we have quite a few people here. Perhaps if you're there, can you wave? So feel free to talk to any of us if you have any interesting Haskell projects or problems for us to work on. In terms of hiring, we're still busy processing the amazing number of applications we got in our last round, and we're unfortunately still not quite ready processing them. So, but if you would like to work for us at some point in the future, still feel free to talk to us. We have two small announcements to make. One is that we are doing Haskell training, and one of the things is I have, during COVID times, I've recorded a video course that so far we've only been selling to select customers, but we are now making the materials open. As of today, the first two parts are going to be open, and in the next few weeks we're going to make the rest open. So if you know anyone who wants to learn Haskell from me, you can check out that link, and hopefully you'll enjoy it.
Cool.
And
Thanks.
the other one.
Thank you. And we have not one but two exciting things to announce. The second is that the Haskell core toolchain, programs like GHC, Cabal, and HLS are things that all of us rely on, and many people in this room contribute to voluntarily and do a great deal of work together for. But the toolchain also relies on a few paid maintainers to do some of the more boring aspects of keeping projects running, things like release management, MR review, making sure that there's continuity for the project. And this is something the WorldTyped has been doing for a long time, thanks to commercial support from a number of our clients. But there's a bit of a tragedy of the commons effect, because everyone benefits from this work, but who's going to pay for it? So we're trying to address this with a new service whereby companies who sign up for and buy one of these packages get three things. They get direct support for their company using Haskell. They get engineers working on crucial core ecosystem tasks like making new GHG releases, and they get to raise funds for the Haskell Foundation so that the wider Haskell community can benefit as well. So if your company is using Haskell and isn't already supporting this kind of work or supporting the Haskell Foundation, then I would encourage you to come and speak to one of us.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, everyone. We'll just stay here, I guess. Oh, no. Really happy to meet you again this year. For me, I'm joining Zurich Hug since 2017, I guess. And every time I'm here, for me, just like meeting with my friends and people who I know for years and being a part of community. Even though like first time I was here as just participation, now I'm coming here to meet some people related to some projects, business and stuff. And also this year, and as well as the previous one, I'm happy to announce interesting thing related to the ecosystem, the Haskell. But for this, I also want to invite Jose, the executive director of Haskell Foundation. Can you press? Yeah. So we're presenting something together.
Oh, no, go to the next slide. Yeah. So, hello, I'm Jose, Executive Director of Haskell Foundation. So our job is to, help amplify Haskell's impact and get more people using Haskell, kind of fix some of the issues with Haskell. While I'm here this weekend, one way you can help me is letting me know how you use Haskell. What problems are you facing? What are the issues? So that we can try to address those problems. So I'm happy to be the vehicle through which you vent if you need that. But yeah, we also have been working with Sirocco. So next slide. Yeah.
So we think that because there is a Haskell Foundation as a foundation around our favorite language, is trying to help this tool to be more popular, to be more usable for companies, and eventually become a bigger community of those who contribute there and those who it is for like commercial, non-commercial stuff. As I was announcing a year ago about our initiative about Haskell certification, we were working together with the Haskell Foundation for the last year to make it big, to make it the official certification for the language, for first of all for companies and for businesses to use it to streamline the processes of hiring, to streamline the processes of the way people use tools in the code, the way people have architectures, the way people use libraries. Because the problem for business these days in the Haskell world is that not that we don't have bright minds, not that we don't have amazing specialists, we have, but the problem is that the world of Haskell is very, very fragmented. And we try to make this effort to help more companies to adopt this language, to help businesses around Haskell to grow, to help people to have more jobs, to have more positions to work on, and to get the work easier and faster. And so today, I'm really, really happy to announce this, our mutual collaboration with the Haskell Foundation on the Haskell certification.
And so, yeah, let's clap for that. Yeah, this is good. So we want this to be a community-led effort. So what's on these certification exams, what things are we looking at, what should they, if someone says they know Haskell, what should they know? We want that to be community-driven. So if you have thoughts on that, if you want to take part in that, please reach out to either of us. You know, we'll be here this weekend, or contact us via email, and we'd be happy to talk to you about that. So we're going to form a committee in order to help with these problems. So thank you so much for your time. See you later.
1, 2. Yes. Starting with GHC 9.6, you might have noticed that all the error messages now have this unique error code with them. It's like a 5-digit code. And one of the ideas was that all of the error messages that GHC can emit should be documented on the site. So we have the error message index, which you can find at errors.haskell.org. But the big task is still writing all those documentation sites, right? So GHC emits about 650 different error messages, and currently we have documentation for about 100 of them. Over the last 2 days, I already recruited many new contributors, so we now have 26 open pull requests with new documentation, and I hope to find more contributors at Zurich Hack. So what I did in preparation is I printed one index card for every missing documentation. You can just talk to me and adopt one of those errors, and you get handed the card with the undocumented error message and instructions how to contribute on the reverse side. Thanks.
Hello, it's Zurich Hack. I'm Pete, and I work on a single sign-on solution written in Haskell and Elm. Technically it's called an identity provider, and I'd love it if you tried it, if you used it, and if you contributed to it. Once you've documented an error. Thank you.
Okay, I'm Frank. I'm one of the Copilot maintainers or developers. We are here for your input as well. We would like you to join our development on Copilot. We came up with a couple of ideas. Maybe you have some other ideas for yourself as well, but we would like to have some sort of visualization of a stream, preferably interactive. Maybe something about deriving struct definitions via generics. Well, maybe there's some input for a Rust backend. Dynamic structs, which is an idea we have. It's a bit difficult to explain right now. Maybe you're interested in it. Some relation to the Arduino. And one thing we would like to investigate is how can we make Copilot more accessible for non-Haskellers. So right now, running Copilot is a little bit annoying because you have to run GHC, and we would like to streamline that process. Ideally, we would like to hide GHC as much as possible, so we have sort of a standalone Copilot compiler or interpreter. And we could use your input for that as well. So if you're interested, come join us.
Hi, I'm Adrian, and many of you might know Hasura. So Hasura can build a GraphQL API for a Postgres database. And basically what I did for a bigger project was to build a dedicated tool which can set up a GraphQL API for SQLite database. And so today I'm going to open source that part of the bigger project, and I hope some people join me to to see if it really works as a standalone product and help me write documentation, make it more accessible, and so that the bigger Haskell community can make use of it in their own projects and have a really easy, simple GraphQL API for their SQLite database without any extra work necessary. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Michael and this is Hannes, and we're going to be hacking on HLS and friends, broadly speaking, the LSP library, the VS Code extension, HA, BIOS, etc. So come find us if you want to work on that.
Yep. Yeah, this project is suited for beginners, intermediate, and advanced. So everyone can join.
Something for everyone.
We got something for everyone. Documentation, issues, everything you can dream of.
Hi everyone, my name is Jack, and I'm working on Amazonka. So AWS publishes a JSON file with their service definitions, and a generator program turns that into the 300 plus service binding packages that are currently on Hackage. Those definitions, we can't process new ones because of complicated reasons that I won't go into. I have a working better parser for the definitions AWS publish, and my main project this weekend is to try and wire it into the existing generator. There are also a few smaller tasks in the 2.1 milestone that would be nice to get some help with. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, if you want to play with the new JSON tokenizer that Eason published recently, or things like that, come seek me out.
Does anyone remember WX Haskell, which is this library that used to exist but bit-rotted a long time ago? So a few of us have been trying to bring this back from the dead. It's a library for building cross-platform native desktop GUIs, graphical user interfaces in Haskell. And we've now got it mostly working, and the plan this weekend is sort of to get it polished up and on Hackage. So anyone who wants to build GUIs and is happy to sort of beta test, please come along, especially if you're on Windows. And anyone who's sort of got experience of bundling C code as part of a Haskell library. That's kind of the tricky part that we could maybe do with some help with, although it is mostly working. So yeah, come along.
Hi everyone. This year I invite beginners to stop by the documentation room in 115 to talk about your gripes with documentation, but also to help us improve it. And co-located will be the Flora project, which is a better way to interact with packages, not only on Hackage, but also on the Cardano package repository and the whole Haskell ecosystem. So yeah, stop by.
Hi, my name is Niklas, and my company Benaco is again for this year providing a 3D map of this location of the Ost. It has mapped all of the toilets, all of the food locations, and so on. And you can put your projects in there. So on the Discord, there's a channel called 3D Map. Just write me in there, like, my project is here, send me the link in the 3D map. You just copy the URL, send it there, and say, we're doing this, and we're in that room. And if you find anything on the Ost that's not mapped, that's important, like a hidden toilet you found somewhere, then you can also just send it there so we can update it. You find the link again in the 3D map channel on Discord, and maybe we can put it on the Zurich Hack main page later as well. Second announcement, I'm going to work on static Haskell Nix again this year. We want to update it to the latest Nixos release. Anybody can come and join, anybody from beginner to very advanced. We also want to kidnap some of the Nix people to help us do a bit more upstream in Nix packages, so if you want to be kidnapped, we'll put the location also into the 3D map, so thanks for that.
Hi, I'd like to announce the GAC room, which is going to be in 4.112. So as you come out just at the end on the left, there's going to be all the GAC experts like Ben Gamari, Richard, I suppose, Andreas, and got a variety of things to work on. Personally, I'm going to be working on adding SIMD support to the native code generator. I've already got register allocation working, so it should be a case of just adding more premobs that people would use and things like that. So there's things at every level, some easy things, some more advanced projects as well. So I invite everyone who's interested in maybe getting started with GC hacking to come over. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Andrea, first timer. Me, Yapi, and a few other peoples are planning to do some hacking on Cabal. We're thinking of working on projects like exact printing of the Cabal files, writing some tools to help the Haskell security advisory team, for example, or to help with the maintenance of Nix packages, package set, or things like that. What else?
Yeah, so if you have ever been frustrated at Cabal, you should just join our project and make it better.
We summarize it with the tagline, don't be a tool, come and build a tool. You'll find us in the map. We don't know where we're going to be.
Hi, my name is Theo. I'm here today from ETH Zurich, where we work on future programming languages. We want to build programming languages that are more accessible to everyone, and we work on programming languages that extend beyond textual syntax. And we're here today to give you the opportunity to explore one of these programming languages. We're calling it Lambda Express. And yeah, we would like to invite you to come and explore this, see what you can build with this language. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. It has the built-in capabilities to build user interfaces to super easily query data, and we will be very happy if you come and explore, see what you can build with this new system.
Hello, my name is Reinaldo. I'm from Madrid, Spain, and I am one of the responsibles of Haskell group. Its name is Haskell Math. And my strategy to gain users is by delivering a special hackathon. And this is this is the second hackathon we deliver in the University of Alcalá, and my idea is to deliver one by month, not only in the university. This is a facility, and it's 100% software, free software, and the idea is to train directly without any reading documentation, or etc. It's a very fast way to take access, a real access to programming and to Haskell. Please help me make this project bigger.
Hello, I'm Jürgen from Berlin, and I'm here for the project Massimult. And like I have 20 seconds, it's already over, I think. But the vision is that you in some years you switch on your computer, and it's the hardware is based on lambda calculus and combinators and not on von Neumann architecture. So we're working on this. And of course, it's like the argument for it is parallelity or simultaneously. So Massimult is a shortcut for massively simultaneous whatever hardware. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Facundo from Twig. I'm a contributor and co-maintainer of Liquid Haskell. I'm going to be working on Liquid Haskell on this Zurich Hack, and you are welcome to join me. There's Liquid Haskell channel in Discord where you can find information about what issues in Liquid Haskell are best for first-time contributors. So I welcome you to check it and to get in contact with me if you are interested in any of them. Thank you.
Just a quick intermezzo. I wanted to repeat that the easiest way to find these projects is probably through our Discord. So if you have a project but don't have a channel yet, post a message in the help desk channel and we will create one for you. And that way you can just browse the list of projects and ask in the channel where they're located, or maybe you can post the room number in the channel. So let's continue.
I'm Sam Leathers, Head of Product for Input Output Global for Cardano Core Tech Team. And so we build the Cardano node. It's built in Haskell. We have our CLI written in Haskell, and recently our CLI team has split out a nice API, and I want to use that API to build a single address wallet that can do offline signing with an air-gapped machine. If anyone wants to join, feel free to reach out to me on Discord, and we'll get together and hack on it.
Hi, my name is Alexei, and I'm a random package maintainer. And about 4 years ago, we completely changed the interface, added the stateful ability to generate random numbers. I have some ideas on how we can further improve it. So if you are interested in this, come talk to me. And also, I'm here in a professional capacity. I'm a team lead for Cardano Ledger team. And if you are interested in in Cardano and transaction validation, all that stuff, also feel free to come and talk to me about it.
Hey all, I'm Rodrigo. I haven't committed to a particular project yet. However, I want to suggest a project that I'll be probably carrying out with some people in the GHC room, which is about trying to separate the Haskell GHC AST from GHC. And I think that this is more relevant now than it ever has been because of GHC lib parser and GHC exact print, and especially GHC API, to which I think we can start building up to by carving out these specific well-defined parts out of GHC into their own namespaces. I'm also the author of this equality graphs and equality saturation library, so if you plan to do something with that, you can talk to me, or if that spikes your interest, just come talk to me anyway. That is all. Thanks.
Hey there, I'm Sebastian Graf, and I'll be working on Template Haskell. So Template Haskell is, well, Haskell's main way to do staged metaprogramming. And, well, for one reason or another, it's quite hard to use in practice. There are stability concerns, there are concerns about its usability, for example, quotes and so on. So what my dear colleague, Theo Camerazo, I'm not sure if he's here. Well, perhaps he isn't, but I hope I will meet him in person for the first time rather soon. So the idea is that we meet together in the GHC room, which is down the hallway here, and keep on trying to improve various bits about Template Haskell. We've collected a number of issues, and I think there should be 1 or 2 issues that are interesting to you as well. So come join us.
Hi, I'm Julian. I'm the founder of Garnix, and we recently released a library that we've been using internally for a while called Cradle, which is a simplified sort of process library for Haskell. Process itself, the library process, was a bit too complicated and hard to use and annoying. Type process as well, I think, to some extent. And what I'll be working on, to the extent I get time, is adding concurrent support, so you can run multiple processes at the same time. Or a Haskell process consuming asynchronously the input from these processes. So basically improving Cradle and making it really sort of have the entire API of process. So if you want to participate, get in touch.
Hi, I'm Jakub, and I'll be working on some stuff in Agda, as one does on a Haskell hackathon. If you find that interesting, this is how I look, and I'll probably be next to the coffee place.
Hello, I'm Kostas. I recently started working on a JSON-LD implementation in Haskell, which exists in other languages, not in Haskell yet. So for now, it's still more of an idea, not a project yet. But if you want to work on that, let me know and we can talk.
Hi again. I forgot to say one particular important point about my call to action, which is working on this splitting out the GT AST into its own namespace within GT is a very beginner-friendly project because it doesn't require you to understand anything too deeply. It's more about plumbing around a few things, and it was actually how I first got started hacking on GT. And so my call to action is actually, if you want to get started on GT, maybe this is a good project, and so you can come talk to me, and I can help you get started, and then you'll be plumbing things around GT, which means you'll look at a lot of code in GT, and then that will get you started. So I think that's my call to action.
Hello, I'm Jesper. I only just arrived, my first time at Zurich Hack. I'm one of the Agda developers, and in particular we have a project called Agda2HS, which is meant to, well, write your Haskell code in Agda syntax and then verify it and then extract out a Haskell program from that without all these pesky dependent types. So if that's something that you find interesting, I could show you how it works, and maybe we can work on fixing some of the issues with the tool. So that's it.
Hello, I'm Fraser, representing the Haskell security response team. Gautier from the team is also here at Zurich Hack. I will be putting out fires, but what we would love is to collaborate with people to improve the tooling for managing the advisory database, for integrating the data from the advisory database into downstream tooling, for auditing your code bases, or showing what packages have vulnerabilities or vulnerable dependencies. If any of that interests you, we would love to collaborate with you. And if you know of any security issues in Haskell libraries that are not yet in the database, come and see me and we will get those issues documented in the database, current or historical. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you for presenting all the projects. I hope this will mean that people will be able to do something useful this weekend and make like a small contribution. I just heard that the food trucks have power now, and they will be ready in like about 10 minutes to start serving. Maybe we'll move the afternoon tracks a bit later so that everyone has enough time to get food. So yeah, once again, enjoy the conference.